quit my job a long time ago. Yes, I really quit. And I think the starting point of that shifting of the path that I wanted to lead was when I first became self-aware of myself. I had to ask myself a lot of questions and I had to realize a lot of things. And I think self-awareness is really one of the starting points, best starting points to know what you want and to know what you don't want in your life. Through self-awareness, your mind and your body will have these constant shifts, often leads to the alteration of your behavior or your mindset, leading you to the path that you want to go. Now, this is what we call cognitive dissonance. It's that feeling of discomfort that you have when your beliefs and your behaviors do not match. For example, your belief is here and your behavior is here, or vice versa, right? The state of cognitive dissonance will neutralize, will balance your behaviors and your beliefs to match together. And the reason why I'm here right now making YouTube videos was because of my cognitive dissonance. I had tons of realizations about myself, what I wanted to do, and that created a balance for me to be able to lead the path that I want to go. So if you're in a point in your life where you want to change your job, your career, or whatever you're doing right now in your life, if you want change, then the starting point is to ask yourself some questions. And I'm giving you the questions that I asked a long time ago as well, and I hope these questions are gonna be helpful to you. Question number 1, I hope you can write this down on your journal. Do I feel energized in what I'm doing right now? If you have these feelings of avoidance, you have these feelings of being burdened by whatever you are doing right now, then most probably that path you are leading is not for you. The draining feeling that you have probably indicates that you are not in your power zone. Now, what do you mean power zone? So if you have played games, I was quite a player a long time ago. If you are a magician, you would need a certain amount of mana to give you the power that you need to attack an enemy in the game, or in order for you to move. If you have warrior avatar, you need to increase your HP and your strength, right? So you have these certain attributes or certain energy, different forms of energy from different forms of life that would give you the energy that you need, that you could probably give to others as well. Now, if you are at a place where it doesn't necessarily give you that power, then probably you are not in the place that you're supposed to be. Now, the first question might not be enough. That's why I give you the second question, which is, do I dread Mondays? And do I feel sluggish every time I wake up in the morning? Now, this is really one of the most evident things that I have observed within myself when I had the opportunity to work in an office-based job and also to now making YouTube videos. Before, I felt so tired waking up early in the morning. I felt that I wanted to sleep forever, that I just want to die. You know, it was better for me to die than to live, you know, waking up and doing the job that I don't like. As compared to now that I'm working on my channel, I feel like I could wake up at 4:30 or probably at 3. Sometimes I wake up at 1 a.m. thinking about the videos that I'm going to make. So that's one indicator that I really love presentation, that I'm going into the path that I really love to do. Number 3, do I see myself working in this job for 3 years, in the next 3 years? So this is really one of the biggest questions that I ask myself, and it's one of the biggest questions that is asked on your interview, right? Because the company wants to let them be assured that you are going to work with them for 3 years or more than 5 years. If you can see yourself doing the thing you love in their company, right? And that is also one of the biggest questions that you need to ask yourself. Do I want to be in this job for 3 years or more, or maybe a year? And during that time when I was working in that office-based job, my answer was a big no. I can't work here for 3 years or more. Now, to deepen that question number 4. Am I doing this out of fear, or am I doing this to grow myself? Sometimes, even though we hate it, we sometimes do things out of fear. Like, we have questions: what if I'm gonna die poor? What if I'm not gonna be able to find a job? What if I'm gonna start over again? What if people are going to have a bad perception of me, that I'm a quitter, I always quit my job? And these were the same questions or the same fear-based thoughts that I had asked myself during that time. And there I came to realize that I won't be able to grow as much in that environment, because although a lot of people can grow from that environment, for example, they can learn how to do accounting, they can learn how to manage people, they are growing in that certain aspect that they want to grow. But me personally, I want to grow in another aspect. I want to grow in my communication. For example, I want to grow in my creativity. I want to grow with how I can persuade people. I want to grow in my artistic skills. Those are the things, or those are the aspects that I want to grow within myself. I felt that if I'm going to stay there, my leaves will wither. It's like a plant that you are not in the environment that you're supposed to be in. Question number 5. Am I smiling more often? Honestly, guys, I somehow observed myself when I was working in the office for a few months. I was getting more frustrated often. I was getting annoyed at people often. I don't show it, but I know inside that I'm very frustrated, that I feel very burdened just by sitting down and watching records and documents, you know. I would even want to go home as early as possible. So I was frowning as much. I didn't like to talk to people that much in the office. And it's very different as to compared when I'm just here at home making YouTube videos. I feel so vibrant. I feel smiling. I feel excited. I feel that I talk to people more often. I smile at people more often.
You really need to realize that one aspect of your life can ultimately affect other aspects of your life as well. Your job can affect your relationships as well. Last question. Do I dream to become one of the people around me? Am I envious of them? Do I want to be like them?
Now, when we feel envious, this is usually a great indicator that this is the kind of life that I want to lead, or I want to have that kind of lifestyle that that person has. Most people with this negative feeling of envy that we have, most people use that emotion to bring other people down, or bring yourself down, to hate yourself, to hate other people. That is usually the response of negative emotions, right? We don't want to feel it, so we lash out on other people. They portray their anger, they portray their frustration, they portray their burdens to other people, when in fact they don't realize that they could actually become the person that they envy. That's why I talk about most of the times when it comes to emotional health, because most of the times we don't understand our emotions. That feeling of envy is it's really an indicator of what you want to be in the future. When working in the corporate field, I had to ask myself, when looking at the people there, do I want to be in that same position that they are in? Do I dream to become like them? And my answer was no. As opposed to when I was looking at YouTube videos, vloggers, public speakers, travel vloggers, those influencers, I envy them so much. I even envy Blackpink in the area. I really envy them because they get to perform anywhere in stage. And I want to have that kind of lifestyle where I could just perform, I could just speak, I could just be on stage, I could just present myself to people. Honestly, when I look at them, they feel so vibrant, they feel so colorful, they just feel so alive, and I want to feel alive as well. I'm not saying that the office job is not good, okay? A lot of people dream to become managers, to become accountants. They like to work with leading people, they want to work with numbers, they want to work with documents, and a lot of people find passion from that. It's just me personally that I feel that I'm not alive working with documents and working with numbers as compared to when I'm creating content. Like, I like math, I like algebra, I like geometry, but I don't want to work with papers and just keep on writing and checking and numbering. You know what I mean? So that's how I was able to know what kind of life that I want to lead. I kept on journaling, I kept on reading books about it, kept on watching videos about it, I kept on meditating and praying to God, and it led me here. Now working on my YouTube channel, I feel so inspired, so excited to do this for the rest of my life, perhaps, if YouTube is still there until I die. But I know that even though YouTube isn't gonna be there in the future, I'm still gonna keep on finding ways in order to perform and present. That's also one of the reasons why I joined Toastmasters. It's a community where you really practice your public speaking, and hopefully I can go dancing and singing. That's why I also love the karaoke. I love singing the karaoke. I always find the karaoke very freeing for me. The video ends here. I do hope you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be updated on more videos. And please do share this video to your friends who needs it, who needs inspiration, and to those people who are feeling lost right now because they are not in the place that they want to be. And yeah, this has been Krizia. Nice to meet ya. Bye guys, see you soon. God bless you.